and I'm sorry I haven't been recording that much. I just got through an argument and a bet now I can't get out of. And you know who to blame? My grandfather. He got me into this, and now I have to get myself out of this. But anyway, I want to tell y'all a story that recently got back to my memory lately. Mm-hmm. Yep, it's time. It's about time I did a story time. So let me put these on correctly. And yeah, let me tell you this story. So it's about when I went to not Answerville. I can't say one. I have to say it was between the worst school I ever went to in my entire life that I can't not remember. I can't remember the school's name, but I do know it was like the worst day of my life going there. Um, so, alright, so how am I gonna tell you this story? How am I gonna tell you this story? Oh yeah, okay, I know how. So, it was around the time. It was around the time when I was being punished for something I just got through doing, right? Oh, trust me. After this story, you want to hear this. So it was around the time when our homework was due. Those who had a bad grade or something, our teacher would never let us use the computer. Or something like if we did something bad, which I already know my crime was. I already knew what my crime was, but I didn't let it worry me because I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. The teacher wants to act like that, and this continued. I was legit in a predicament that I didn't want to get myself into, but she put me into this predicament. Oh, trust me, this story is gonna get a lot good here. So it was around that time when I didn't get to see the new movie of Superman, right? And I wanted to see it because everyone else was watching it. They got to bring stuff they wanted to eat, and it was like a good time, right? Man, I don't know what I did wrong, but I tell you this, the teacher was on me on it. So whatever I did the work. Oh yeah, I did the work that I was supposed to do, that I did on a news article, but I didn't return it. And the teacher said, if you didn't return your homework, you won't be able to watch the movie. So, no, screw that. I did turn in the work. That's the thing. I did turn in the work, and guess what happened? Go on, guess. Couldn't watch the movie because I had a 100 essay page paragraph that no one has heard of that I never apparently didn't do. Yeah, imagine how upset I was. Thing about it is, I had to literally watch. I couldn't watch the movie. I had to stand there in the back. Imagine how pissed I was that day. It's not happening. And I was livid.
What's that down there?
pissed me off, man. He did. And this wasn't one of the teachers. And teachers, that was one of those, like, well, I did do the work, but I didn't turn it in. For some odd reason, when I did got the work done, it was already too late. So, he was, and that was punishment number one, was unfair, which I did do the work and turned it in. Just no one identified. I think I was lying. Second punishment was lying about my dog eating my homework, which was so true because literally my dog ate my homework. Oh boy. Second punishment was no computer for 3 days, give or take. And it added up to 4 when I was telling the truth, and I was like, call my mom. She'll let you know. Made her look like a fool, too. And let me tell you, when Mom called her and confirmed that I wasn't lying, she looked like a fool, but still punished me for it. And you know what? If she's listening to my videos to this day, it was worth it! The look on her face. It was worth it. And this brings up to the third punishment, which I had no clue I had. So it turns out my teacher did not like me at all, but I got through the bull crap. I don't know if it was Harry I hated. It probably was Harrington. Because there's... Yeah, it was Harrington. Yeah, never mind. It was Harrington. No, wait. Okay, before I went to Mason and Pierce, what school did I went to on that day? Was it... I forgot its name. You know, Grandpa? Do you know the school I went to before Mason and Pierce? And thanks for maximum controller, thank you. It wasn't Mason, it was before Mason. No. The school I hated the most. The one school that had that one teacher that when I went to that one field trip I couldn't eat. Like they couldn't buy me any food and I went starving. Yeah. It was part of it. That field trip was part of that school. Yeah, what was its name? I'm thinking of Harrington, but I'm thinking about there was yeah, it was Harrington because that's when you met. What was that teacher's name? Yeah, but yeah, my grandfather knows. There was this one punishment I couldn't go to the computers because some odd reason that I was blamed for it for no freaking reason. I wasn't too salty about it. It was my last day too. I was like, you know what? I got something for y'all. Yeah. It's about to be closed time. I ain't coming back.
Let's try this again, without interruptions.
Hold on, boy. So, I remember it's like it was yesterday. Boy, was I mad. It was about a couple years ago when she told me I couldn't be on the computers. She allowed me to be on the computers for a minute. That's when one of the teachers said that I did something that I should have done. And so I was like, okay. But here's where the story begins. She tells the kid what we're gonna call is, who's whiny? We're just gonna call him Sam. We'll call him Sam because I don't remember his name. So, Sam and me just sat there. Sam crying. He's bawling like I did the work and everything else. And I was like, dude, it's just a computer game. It's just a computer. Don't you have like a console or something? This is literally what I was saying. This is when my pettiness started. I was like, dude, it's just a computer. You got books around you. Fill your imagination. He's like, he just started mumbling. He's like, but it's still. I was like, bruh, it's not like it's going anywhere. Where's it gonna go? To the moon? To Jason's place? To the Pacific Ocean? You know dang well electronics can't survive underwater, right? You got a whole DS system. Be proud of that. If next time we're in punishment, we'll just use that. Fill our minds. That way, they can't say anything about it because we're technically not in the computer. He's still bawling, and the teacher's like, okay, I'm surprised that you're not crying, because you would have bawled right now. I was like, yeah, but it's like, at the same time, it's just a computer. I got a console waiting for me, so to me, it was no big deal. I literally have to be the bigger man. I was shedding no tears. I hated the school that I was in. I hated how the fact that I was never. I asked the teacher if I could borrow, if he can lend me if I can have a couple of dollars so I can get myself something from Subway. I even asked my friends, and they didn't even do anything. I didn't even have any money. I didn't want to, bruh. The messed up part is I went hungry, straight hungry. Thank God I graduated. Because I was shocked that I wasn't going to graduate. Right. I hated the school. Everyone was, and the thing about it is, I got bullied there. No doubt. I couldn't breathe. They kept spraying me. I told them to stop. Bruh. I just ran off. Teacher grabbed my hands. I just kept on ignoring him. It's like, do it again. And he's like, see what happens. He's like, don't test me now. Do not test me. I will do it again. And this time you won't find the body, nor me. I will be walking straight home. And if I get lost, that's on you. Y'all, there were some crappy teachers. The female teacher was fine, but the male one was crappy at his job. Thank God I graduated. Thank freaking God. But yeah, back to it. He starts crying and D's over, right? He starts complaining like, yo, it's just a computer. Let it go. It's not worth your life. He's like, shut up. He's like, boy, it's not worth your life. Man. Boy, oh boy, how mad I was. But the thing about it, yep. Now I know what the punishment was. It was a bus incident. Here's the story about that one. I got into a fight with a person that he kept on opening up a specific window that you should never open. And she was like, hey man, she's telling, I literally said this once, can you stop? It's kind of getting annoying. Starts being, he's like, shut up boy. And I was like, I'm being nice. I was at one strike with him. I tell him again, She's asking you really nicely to stop. She's like, shut up, you don't know. Instead, man, he touched me. He's touched me. He's pushing my button. I didn't have to tell him 3 times. I told him the 3rd time. I'm warning you to stop right now. Oh God. When he noogied my head, it was over. I got back up, swung at him so hard, my hand started to hurt. And I kept swinging, and he swung, and I was like, and I just swung, and they had to break me off of him. I was crying, yes, because I was hurt. I have sensitive skin. Well, yep, still sensitive. I don't know why. But, yeah, back then I had sensitive skin. With a point where any physical contact will literally damage or hurt my skin. But I did not care. I wanted to kick it. I wanted to fight him. I was like, let me go. Let me go. Bus driver didn't even defend me. Well, she did. She just legit told the other boy that, to stop. And I told him to stop, and he wouldn't, and then the fight escalated. The main teacher told us to go to the principal's office, and we waited, and then we forgot, like, the principal wasn't even here in the first place. But we just stood there, just thinking about it. It's like, the thing about it is, I don't know what happened to him 2 years to now. I don't know. I hope he's doing alright, because at the end of the day, after I swung, for some freaking reason, I earned his respect. I cried a little, but somewhere I earned his respect. He was still pissed off, but I was like, listen, man, I don't mean you well. You knew. He was new, too. He was new to the school. I was like, listen, I don't know you. You don't know me. Let's both agree to go our separate ways. Do not talk to each other at all, or put our hands to each other. Alright? I think that whole incident started right when, the whole bullying section went. Because they wanted me to stick up for myself, and saw me stick up for myself, but that was only towards anger. Like, I burnt that out, I think. I don't know. I got so much anger going up through my head, like, I feel like I'm giving myself therapy at this point. But at the same time, I want to get some therapy. Going to the ballpark, going there, and straight up talk to these people, see what's going on, see what's going on in my life, and what I'm going through lately. That's it. But yeah. So, yeah. Back to the original point of the story. So I go in to the teachers, and it's like, she asks, how was it? She told the teacher that Sam was crying, basically, as per usual. And he's like, he wouldn't stop, he just kept bawling his eyes out. And, I just stood there quiet. I was like, yeah, I'm bored. I want to cry. Don't get me wrong on that. I wanted to cry. But at the same time, I didn't. So, and this is the thing. The main teacher was proud of me, saying, okay, good job, because I didn't cry about going to computers. Because guess what? I had a DS with Pokemon in there. But hey, she didn't know that. But now that it's out of the way, now she probably already freaking knows. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was like, as mad as I was, it at the same time, it was not worth it. Was I mad that I didn't get to use the computer that day? No, because technically it's all just that. And fair enough. Next day after that, I went to my corner again. They asked me what was I doing. It was like I'm still in punishment. Don't you remember? But it's like, well, technically, since you didn't cry over the computer like Sam did, oh Jesus, and this made him mad. I was allowed to use the computer as many times as I wanted, and I was like, "Can I invite everyone?" And it's like, "Yeah, except for Sam because he didn't." The main thing is, I did my work. I done what I needed to do. I feel like I did my done.
You ready?
Not yet, boy. But yeah, I felt like I did what I had to do. But I was still confused. I was like, okay, I guess so. So everyone went in computers as much as time as they wanted. We played all the same games. Sam was crying as usual. And I was like, I wasn't mad. I wasn't gonna say anything to him. Just like, I was just gonna ignore him. So I was like, okay. And that was the end of it. That was the story. That was the day when I got in punishment that I couldn't use the computers. And main point of it is, I got to do the work I did. But I also learned that when you just don't cry for something, just don't, kids. It's gonna save you.
Read it.
Death itself I swallow, to spring forth life tomorrow.
Oh, I like that one. I wonder if I wrote it.
No.
Is that the answer there?
It says Earth.
Swallows death, brings forth life.
Go.
Yeah. I wish I'd known I was a god in Alphon. I wouldn't have felt so bad about killing so many elves.
Well, I'm not sure that's
That's
the lesson.
You've done nothing to regret. The elves forced their affairs upon us.
No, I get it now. We had god things to do, and they were in the way, dragging us into their little problems.
Again, are we just leaving that
Isn't
there?
that there?
I mean, just knowing we're gods makes me feel so much stronger.
Maybe you feel a little too good right now. With power comes a big choice, lad. You can either serve yourself, or put your godhood in the service of others, like Tyr did.
People really loved him, huh?
Aye, a god of war, but one who fought for peace. Had a reputation for being heroic and lawful, using his power and knowledge to stop wars rather than start them.
So there are good gods.
Once in a moon, it's been known to happen, yes?
This one mentions places I've never heard of. Seems Tyr really liked to travel.
Tyr believed the mind, not might, was key to preventing war and chaos. And he also knew visiting other cultures would give him perspective staying in one place could not. While Odin always hoarded knowledge, guarding it jealously, Tyr was open and sharing with his learning and his wisdom. For this, mortals adored Tyr, showing their love by bringing him gifts the world over.
So, whatever happened to Tyr?
Odin came to regard him as a threat to his rule. He suspected Tyr of collaborating to aid the Giants instead of helping to steal their secrets with Aesir. Same thing he accused me of, frankly. Though in Tyr's case, I believe he was right.
You think Tyr was helping the Giants?
I do. He felt responsible for the suffering visited upon them by Odin. I suspect he had something to do with helping them cover their tracks.
The missing Jotunheim.
Correct. Whatever happened to it, I believe it could only have been done with Tyr and the giants working together.
Where is this Black Wood?
Don't know. I've never been in here.
The stone! That has to be it. Naturally.
Didn't think it would be that easy.
No. Was kind of hoping, though. So what now?
Move it or you may lose it, brother.
Ah, I forgot about this freaking level. How can I not miss?
Ah, a skiing dew from my homeland. Used to have one of my own back in the day. You should take it, boy.
Yes, boy. Take it. We might need to butter bread somewhere in our travels.
This is why no one likes you.
But, yeah. And I'll see y'all later. That story just got to me. It's like, it remade more old memories of mine.
Well, that's unfriendly.
Look, small passages on either side. Perfect for the boy.
It's too small for Father.
We'll be fine.
Careful, brother. Rhea's not here to bring you back from cutting June.
Look at that! What'd you find?
Enough distraction. Do not forget why we are here.
Okay.
That's from a great desert land very far from here.
Do gods live there?
Oh my, yes. Many, many gods.
Good or bad?
And not as simple as that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm gonna save right here. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.